300 subs, guys. Thank you so much. I gotta thank everybody who made it possible. Let me read all 300 names. Just kidding. I can't do that. But you know who you are if you sub to me. I've grown this channel from 0 to 300 in only 3.5 months. It's going on 4 months. Started basically first of the year and up to 300. So appreciate you guys who subscribe and watch. And let me just tell you what's going to be coming up in the future on this tiny little channel. Hoping to grow it still. And Vinyl community has been very welcoming and good to me, and met some very cool people. I didn't really know what I was getting into when I uploaded my first video. I literally did not know there was a thing called the vinyl community. I was watching these big channels like, what's his name, Anthony Fontana, who's kind of an arrogant, jerky guy. He only reviews new stuff. He's got millions of subscribers, good for him, but I thought that's what vinyl was like on YouTube. Little did I know there's hundreds of you people out there who are just the vinyl community, small-time people, you know, with 100 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, and you guys have been welcoming and all that stuff. So 300 milestone. Not actually planning to do a contest. I want to contests are great. I've entered and enjoyed many contests, but contest videos are often very low viewership because they have short lifespan and limited appeal to somebody out there searching for content on YouTube. And the exception to that, I want to thank Bobby Z, who invited us to do a contest on Record Store Day. That's a fantastic topic because I got thousands of views on Record Store Day that I did for Bobby Z. Then I went back and did a couple more on Record Store Day. So each of those videos has 1,000 to 2,000 views. A lot of my contest videos only have 50 views. And a lot of the topics that I've done on my own that I thought were great topics also have only 50 views. So it really depends on what your topic is, and if the title and the content is searchable. Because YouTube is, if anything, if nothing else, is a giant search engine. It is probably the #2 search engine in the world. When people are going onto Google to search stuff, YouTube often comes up. So that's advice if you're trying to grow your channel. Make your stuff searchable, and a video with a title like "Here's 5 random records I just decided to look at." Nobody's searching for what 5 records did Greg buy this week. But if you do stuff that's sort of content specific, introduction to John Coltrane, all about collecting jazz, here's my top favorite heavy metal records, those are going to get a lot of views and a lot of hits and a lot of subs. Maybe you don't care about growing your channel. If you think the vinyl hobby is something worth bringing to the rest of the world and you want to encourage other people to get into it, then why wouldn't you want to grow your channel and have 1,000 people watching your video about why you should buy this record or that record, instead of 1,000 people watching some really crappy music video that the music industry is putting out today. So I'm a kind of a competitive person. I want to see my channel grow. I want to see new users, new subscribers, new viewers, and I'm consciously using just a couple of quick techniques to do that. And my advice to you, if you want to do that, make your content searchable. If nobody's ever searched this topic before, then it's probably not going to show up on any search engine. Use hashtags, keywords, both in the little content box down below. What do you call that thing? And the keywords, and in the title. And you actually have to talk about the stuff that's in your keywords. If you want YouTube search engine hits to pick up, hey, this video is about jazz, you better make sure you're saying jazz in the, you know, what we're doing here, in the recording. Jazz, 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 jazz. Jazz record, jazz vinyl, hashtag jazz. Did that just pick up 300 more hits? I don't know. But if you say your video is about XYZ and you don't actually utter those phrases in your video, you're not going to get a lot of hits. So anyway, what's next for the channel? Contests. Contests is kind of a tried and true feature of the vinyl community. I like to see people who are doing new genres of videos that are not necessarily contests. Keep doing your contests, but like B-Side Records just put up one that was just a list of her favorite channels. Here's 5 channels I recommend. That's a nice topic for a video. Omaha Introvert just did a video that was like, it was a contest, but it was, you don't have to make a video contest. It was just, give me your comments, and that's the contest. So that's a nice variation. But I want to go kind of into some new genres of videos. Like I want to start reviewing music documentaries. I think that's a big area that's not getting enough attention. And could you find 2 more topics less interesting, Greg? Jazz and documentaries? In the large scheme of popular culture, jazz is like the least, 0.5% of record sales, and documentaries are 1/8 of 1% of movie box office. So if you combine those 2 things, one iota of one, molecule of content, you put those 2 Venn diagrams together, you got like very specific little content topic. Jazz documentaries and music documentaries. But the people making those documentaries, it's a labor of love. They're sharing their admiration for an artist who's usually on the verge of being forgotten for all eternity, and say, okay, let's go do a documentary on this obscure music person and try to keep that legacy alive. So that's a very admirable pursuit. Do you hear some music in the background, guys? Do you hear like a John Coltrane record? That's sounding like, or maybe that's Pharoah Sanders. No, it's my son practicing the saxophone. He doesn't practice enough. Are you watching there, kid? I love hearing you practice, by the way. He does not want me in there watching. He's probably going to sue me for infringing on his copyright. Well, I own the copyright to this video because I recorded it. If you can prove that you published this music and you transcribe the notes, maybe you can sue me for publishing an illegal cover of your tune, but I don't think so. Where was I? Jazz documentaries. What do I want to do going forward with this channel? Continue to bring you content about the records that I have. I can't spend so much time going out and buying records. I got to listen to the records I have and review the records I have. But I want to get into jazz documentaries. I want to get more into stereo gear. I'm very into stereo gear. I'm not exactly an audiophile. I have some audiophile quality stuff, but I have a lot of budget equipment all throughout my house. There are 2 turntables in this tiny little room. This one is kind of a prop. It's just sitting there. There's another one right over there that's hooked up. A Technics turntable hooked up to a Rotel receiver, hooked up to monitor audio, little tiny speakers, hooked up to the Macintosh. So I have a pretty nice high-end, pseudo-high-end audio system in this little tiny office. It's really the Macintosh. And then I threw in a turntable. I'm sorry to report, I have 7 turntables in 7 parts of this house right now. I'm including the garage and the back patio. I'm including the ones that are hooked up and ready to go. I'm not even including the ones that aren't hooked up and are awaiting repair. So this is not part of the 7. This is number 8. But on any given day, we can listen to 6 or 7. On a good day, we might listen to 3 turntables. I'm back here in this part of the house. My son's over there doing his homework. My wife, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm rambling incessantly here because I've had a lot of caffeine. It's morning time. I'm awake. That's what you're going to get from this channel going forward, hopefully. More frequent videos, reviews of documentaries, reviews of jazz records, a little bit about audio gear, and my usual rants and raves on my opinions on popular culture, music, the state of the music industry, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Is that enough nonsense for one day, guys? I didn't even show you a record. What should I show you? Hey, here's a record. Portrait of Wes Montgomery. Is that what it says? Are we in focus here? Portrait of Wes Montgomery Trio. There's a weird label that somebody put on here. I don't know what's that all about. That's like almost library copy. OJC, Original Jazz Classics, the Riverside label. One of the things you got to watch out for the Riverside label, guys, is they re-release their stuff over and over and over with different covers. So you can find a record, it's like, wow, I've never seen that. You grab it, you take it home and say, oh, I have this exact same record, but they changed up the cover art. I don't know that they did that on this. I don't know that they didn't. Wes Montgomery Trio, Freddie Freeloader by Miles Davis, Moanin' by Timmons. What's his name? Bobby Timmons. What year is this? I don't know. Love Wes Montgomery. Have a ton of his stuff. You guys had to get a free record review in as long as I'm here, right? Otherwise, why would you be watching this crazy channel? Oh, okay. That's enough, guys. 10 minutes of ranting about... What am I ranting about? 300 subs. Thank you for subscribing. Keep subscribing. Tell your friends. Tell your relatives. I don't know why you would. But continuing to try to grow this channel. And I sub to just about everybody who subs me. If you have no content, I probably won't sub you. But I like to sub people who have like interests. And I talk a lot about jazz, but I got all kinds of heavy metal records and classical records and rock and country, and I got all genres. I'm just in a jazz mood the last couple months, but I'm going to keep reviewing new types of music and other types of music and other genres. And what else can I tell you? Sorry this video went on too long, guys, but I'm excited about the 300 subs. And thank you for watching, and let me know what you think, even if it's bad, I guess. All right. Happy Easter weekend. Happy Passover. Check you later.